Modals, permission and obligation. Let's use modal verbs to talk about permissions and obligations. So let's learn by example. You can put your shoes and coat over there. You can't leave your bike there. So modal verbs which we use for permission is can, could and may. And where we use these three modal verbs for permission, can, we also often use can to ask for and give permission. Example, can I sit here? Could, we also use could to ask for permission but not it give it, and could is the most polite and formal than can. Example, could I borrow your pen for a moment please? And last is the may. May is the most important to ask for and give permission. An example, we learn by example. May I see your passport please? So these are the three modal verbs which we use for permission is can, could and may. I hope you got these three. Prohibition, modal verbs which we use for prohibition. Can't and mustn't. Can't, we often use can't to talk about things that which is against the rules. Example, we can't sell you knives under 185 rupees. And mustn't, we often use must not to talk about something what is not permitted. Example, baggage must not left unattended. And we always used must not, particularly when it come from the speaker. Example, parents to children, you can't say these things like that to your sister. So these are the modal verbs which we use for prohibition, and we use also can't and mustn't for the thing which is prohibited, it is not allowed. So these are the two words we use for prohibition is mustn't and can. Modal verbs which we use for obligation, have to and must. Have to show us that the obligation is come from outside the speaker. Sometimes it is known as external obligation. Example, we have to wear uniform when we are working in reception. Must show us that the obligation is come from the speaker or the authority that wrote the sentence. Example, I